Wait for some people to start showing up here. Guys, this has been a long day. That's for sure. Nobody's here yet. Yeah, it'll take a few minutes for everybody to start showing up here. I'm worn out, guys. All right, Craig, how you doing, buddy? Hey, it's noisy out there, but it's hot in here. Ew. Thought I smelled gas. Hey, David. Yeah, I thought I was going to smell gas tonight, but it didn't happen. Still got to get a few more pieces and parts. I was hoping, I don't know, do you guys remember that big block that I started building about 3 years ago? Hey, we got a car here. Corvette. I'm live. I'm live on YouTube. And you know what happens when you bring a hot rod out here during a live? You got to go out here and do a big smoky burnout.
You know, I did one. What? You got to do a smoky burnout.
Oh, God. Hell no.
She can't do that. It's a Chevy.
It's a Corvette.
Enough said.
Just a plastic car. It looks nice, even though it's a Corvette.
All right. Well, it's Viper Red, that's why. It's Viper Red, that's why.
Chevrolet Red. Yeah, there ain't a cruise in tonight, but no, that's third Saturday of the month. That's cool.
What are you doing?
He's getting stuff.
Give me a cigarette because now I really need. This is filthy. I just pulled it out of its house. And it hasn't been out for, what, 2-3 years?
Well, since before COVID.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So it's filthy. I took the bra off,
It's
everything off.
it's cleaner than all of mine, and they're sitting in the showroom.
No way.
Yeah.
This is filthy. I haven't even touched it. Because we haven't had. It just stays in its house. Well, you've seen its house. I pulled it out.
Trade?
I think you need a vet.
Nope, I don't need no vets.
I think Tanya needs a vet.
Nope, Tanya don't need no vet. I don't know. Tanya, are you watching? I can't get in and out of them. I can't get in and out of them. With the way my back and neck is, if I bump my head like that, it's like that Pontiac Solstice or whatever. I tried to test drive one.
Don't even mention, I got rid of my Solstice.
Yeah, I tried to test drive one. I bumped my head getting in it. I turned around, got out, and I had a headache for 3 days.
I sold that when I met him.
Well, we traded that in for the 200.
Yep.
That's when I started converting her to a Mopar.
You shouldn't be.
Well, she ain't there yet.
Still working on it.
Hey, I'm still trying to convince my wife to go Mopar. She's been driving a Ram for 12 years. And a Charger before that. She's hung up on Ford. Because that's what her family grew up on.
Try flipping it forward and you'll find out.
You said he was having a thing going on tonight?
No. That's
Thought it was.
third weekend of the month. September 21st.
It was now.
September.
So that's why I pulled it out.
Ah. Yeah, September 21st. I'm still trying to get a food
we'll be
truck.
gone. We'll be gone.
Yeah, we'll be in Branson, Missouri.
Ah. Well, don't tell my daughter. She'll want her tag along. Well, hey,
Have
Gary.
you ever been there?
Huh?
Have you ever been there?
Nope.
I've never been there.
The only place in Missouri I ever went and stayed was Fort Leonard Wood.
That's his car.
Fort Lost in the Woods.
Yep.
Look at how much.
I know.
That was enough for me. Looks like you need some air in the tires.
Like I said, it's sad for since.
Yep. Well, I'm not able to get my motor going tonight on the live like I was hoping to, guys. Run into a few more issues. I need a car water pump because they're shorter. I need a truck oil pan dipstick because that's the pan I got. What else? Oh, yeah. My builder did not soak the lifters. So I got them soaking.
So, Sam, you told me it was.
There's a few things that I got to do. I got to get linkages to match that carb setup.
You got to see the car.
This linkage is for the other dual 4 intake, and the carb's set way closer than this. So I got to get another linkage. And there was no gasket on the plenum. Oh, and I'm going to take that out to Dad's and weld it up. Don't need a vacuum port in the side of the intake. Yeah, that was kind of disheartening. I was wanting to have that thing together and fired up today.
I told brother that doesn't have all the parts.
Yeah.
I said that's more.
All right, Craig, don't drop no gas on you. If you do, put the cigarette out first.
I'm getting out of here.
That's gonna look great, ain't it?
Yeah,
That's gonna look great.
especially once you get your stripes on it and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then.
The stripes are going to set it off.
Then the side, in front, body by.
Well, we got to
Mhm.
find somebody.
There we
that
go.
will do
Nichols.
that. We got to find somebody
Then
that will
special
do
next
those.
to 80
Um,
and me.
Quint Signs out of Piqua. Yep.
What do you want?
PSG and Sydney will do them too, but they are more for business. Quinn will do
they
them
did
for
my
anybody.
trailer.
Yep.
They did my trailer, but I had to put it on.
Yeah.
So I'm not putting this on.
Well, he come and got my lights put up today.
Yeah, they did.
Now he's got to move both my light switches over to that door, hook my hot water heater up, so I got hot water heat. You know, winter's coming up. I got to get that heater on, that heater on, that heater on. He's got to wire them. Another guy's going to come plumb them, and then another guy's going to come set everything up. Oh, we got 8 people in here. Well, just lost one, 7 people, and 1 like.
No, I'm about ready to get rid of it because what the problem is, I don't have, you know,
Yep.
it was my ex, and I've redone this whole car, literally.
Now, didn't you say Dallas did the paint work?
No.
No?
Some of it.
No, all Dallas did is he matched it up. I had the paint job done in Mexico. In New
Oh,
Mexico.
okay.
What he done, which is unreal, he done the front and back. It's solid glass, and they wanted me to cut into my fender wall, and I said no. No. And Dallas blended all this in without cutting into my fender
Yep.
wall. And he did, it's solid glass. So if I get radared, it'll go straight through my car. They're gonna have to kit me right here. It's the only metal they'll see.
Yeah.
It just goes right through them. So I mean, I went 120 miles an hour, not even thinking. And that cop was so pissed because he couldn't, and I hit
He
my
couldn't get your
brakes.
radar.
He couldn't hit. He was like screaming and hollering. I know that.
Well, I think laser's very different now, though.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, laser's
But
very
at
different.
that time, it wasn't. But Dallas did.
So he did the nose and the rear.
Yep.
He did a good job mixing it. He's got a mixing bank, so he can sit there and play with it till he gets it right.
Well, he had to do
And
a lot
he
of.
cut the fiberglass to make it
Yeah,
nice.
he had to really go in, and there's certain parts that are a little bit too kind of thin.
Yeah.
But it's solid glass.
Yeah.
It's not that rubber.
Yep.
And my rear end is on my wall. The real,
The original.
yeah. The front end, I couldn't because it was so long.
Yeah.
So I got.
You know, I've got one somewhere. I've got a nose off of one that I did, but I don't do vets no more.
Well, I just got rid of it.
Yeah.
To the guy that freaking did this piece of shit.
Don't call my car a piece of shit.
No, to Greg.
Who we got in chat tonight? Is everybody still here? Well, we got 13 in there now.
That's checking it out because she was with me the whole time with Greg. She took pictures and she wasn't too happy.
You looking better?
Because we went there every single month, if not twice a month, didn't we, Kat?
And I told you Greg has more fun. That wasn't all of them, because I
No,
know all of them
it's
paint
not.
in there.
And he kept saying, they're all in the same area. No, they weren't.
Thank you, David.
Because remember, he took the whole underneath off. Way out
Now, I've been working on the
in the back.
members only project today. Oh, hey, Rob.
But this is
It's, yeah. Ain't she beautiful?
This is the color it's gonna be.
If you want to see under the tarp, you got to hit the membership button.
to tell the longer insurance. Because he don't want something
Uh,
Right, right.
he wants to be able to fix it before, you know.
well, everybody, Rob found a couple distributors for it.
I said, what are you doing with the steering column? Well, I need
I don't know anything about them, but
so that's
I'm glad Rob does.
Yeah, yeah.
and I don't think that's
Uh,
I think it'll be okay.
I know. But
and then they sent me this cheesy little alternator bracket,
should I take this
which
back?
don't even look like it's going to work with this intake.
And these
Yeah.
are the better.
That's fine.
Those are fine for the back, those are good for the front.
So just leave it. Yeah. Okay.
Had to move my bed out. Even though I just put it over here, I had to move it out so he could do my lights up there. And I can tell a big difference. We only put 3 lights over here. I haven't heard from him, so apparently the A-pillars did not come in yet. I think I'm going to go ahead and get the hood mounted on there and do a little bit of work around the bed sides because I'm just not happy with where I plugged all them holes. Do a little bit of body work on that. Remember, I just primed it, ground it up and primed it. So I'll go ahead and glaze that. I'm hoping the A-pillars come in and I can get all this welded up, plug all them holes. He did say he ordered some Altman door latches. So I think we're gonna get them mounted on here. Hopefully they come in about the same time the A-pillars come in and I can actually latch the doors and build it to the doors. I made a mess today. Let's see. I'm gonna walk over here a minute. That's gonna be a nice ceiling. I gotta finish framing that side in. I'm gonna put tie bars up to the I-beams up there and frame it over to that side. That junction box has gotta be moved before I frame this side up. Well, before I sheet it anyways. He's gonna bring that box out and tie it in right there. I didn't know what that was for. He was telling me today that is for the lights in the booth. So I'm glad I didn't cover it up. I didn't see it until I was ready to go home last night. Yeah, I've been busy, all right. I never slow down. Never slow down. This whole year has been that way. I just the way that looks. Looks even better with the intake on there.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, Rob, no more bubbles. You could come put it together. I'm gonna go get a drink of my coffee. I haven't done anything as far as driving the Blue Mule. I ain't even fired it up in, I don't know, 3-4 weeks now. All right, I'll do that. I come in here to get my coffee and I just lit a cigarette. What do you think of that? I might have to talk to Trent, see if I can't use his side pipes to fire this motor up so it's not blowing the whole town apart. There's a couple bubbles left. Oh well. Well, until I get the rest of the stuff, it don't matter if I put it together yet or not. I was going to order the intake gaskets today, but I haven't even slowed down long enough to do that. We went out to eat, and I come back out here and got back to welding.
That was bad.
Now, tomorrow night, guys, members only video will drop. I've already edited it, and it's ready to go. So all I got to do is hit go, and it'll upload. But I can't do that because YouTube's weird. I can do a premiere, I can do a live, I can schedule videos to go out, but if it's for members, when you upload it, it goes live immediately. It's messed up.
Are you talking to us?
So I'll probably hit that tomorrow morning. I got to go to Hugh Bright's first thing tomorrow, so I'll hit upload tomorrow morning and let it go up tomorrow. I don't know, I might come in after we get back from down there and do a little bit more work on the members only vehicle. Well, we got 11 people in here now. No, 21st. Yeah, and you'll be in misery. You've never been there?
I've never, well, I've been through Missouri, million times. I was stationed in Kansas, so.
Yep.
Never been to Branson.
My daughter, our youngest daughter, went there. She liked it. She had fun, but I don't know. We just don't go away. For one thing, we have nobody to watch our dogs. So.
Dog sitter right here.
Dog sitter, the best dog sitter ever.
I'll bring the big one up, and I'll forget to pick it up.
Come to your house and take care of it.
Yeah, I'd like to see your house and take care of them.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Or she'll take them. Because, I mean, that's what she does. Is take care of dogs.
Yeah,
She will never have kids. She only has dogs.
yeah.
And she just lost one of hers.
We got 3 of them. She takes care of when we go on vacation.
Yeah. And she takes
Yeah.
care of everybody else.
Yeah, we'd like to probably rehome the big dog, but she is very temperamental. She knows her owners, and nobody else can get around her
Right.
or her property.
Right. And
So-
that's like hers.
Yep.
But she does.
You might wanna talk to him about this.
Yeah, because.
No. I'm good with Macy right now. I'm good.
Yeah, she does dogs that people cannot find. Nobody can take care of. And she is so awesome.
I'll tell you a story. I take care of a lady's dog, and she had this boyfriend. And his boyfriend had this dog, and he took him to his brother's house because he couldn't take care of him because he was in jail. And he bit his brother, so he had to end up bringing the dog back. I took care of him, and all I did walk up to him and I said, sit
Yep,
and down,
yep.
stick. You know,
But she's
you
so
just gotta
good.
know the breed. You just
Yep.
gotta know the breed.
Yep.
And she takes care of mules. Oh my God, these mules scare me to death.
Chicken wrangler.
And all these cows and these chickens, but I'm like, I go help her once in a while, but I'm like, okay, what do I need? And she says, I'm here, it's all right, because they're gonna listen to whatever I say.
Yeah.
And they do.
Yep.
I can't believe it. And the dogs do. Oh my God.
Well,
Let's go to what?
I can't say. I've been building that one for about 3 years. Got discouraged when I realized the engine builder must have forgot what to do.
Basically like this one?
No, he put stuff in backwards and
Oh, no.
yeah. That's why I called Rob. Rob knows this stuff a lot better than I can. I can tinker. I could change a cam or something like that, but I'm not doing a full build.
Right.
And I won't do it for anybody else either.
No, the guys do the clearance and everything. And
Yep.
pipes and,
Salmon is so very good with anything, but yeah.
Yeah, Rob said, what was it, the back bridge? He put them all in backwards, but the back bridge, he had to force it to come back out. And they're supposed to float. So, yeah, I'm glad I noticed that when I did because I'd have probably wiped my motor out. And then I'd have been real hot.
Well, Summit Racing designed this motor in there. And then I had a guy here in Sydney that put it together. He screwed it up so bad that I broke down going to Florida. And Summit Racing, because they knew that there was two guys fighting over who's gonna get what,
Yeah.
when I bought everything, well, Summit Racing ended up having to redo everything themselves, and they paid for everything.
Wow.
And they also put, because they were so scared, they put a, what do you call that, that silver bullet thing in it's supposed to protect if the flywheel or something comes on. What was it? It's a,
Scatter shield?
I don't know, but they call it a silver bullet to protect it.
Yeah.
And this company didn't, they wanted to charge me, and someone said, you ain't charging her for nothing. Because it was their fault, and they had it on a recorder, which, thank God, But they called that guy that did this. No dummy would have put that cam in there.
I don't even want to ask who that was.
John.
That's not who I thought it was, so okay.
His name was
How's your tank look inside, Craig? You gonna need to put that sealant in it? Take it off?
Yeah.
All right.
I won't be here.
Well,
Next week on my brother's car. Sounds really good.
well, like I said, you got to do it now.
I don't know because these tires are like over 10 years. I'm worried about it. Oh, hold it. God, don't. Until I make sure. Because it won't connect.
This is Jim. He took your.
Check that side. It is.
Yeah, you know if that latch comes loose underneath, you're not getting the hood open without cutting the hood. Slamming these hoods, there's a cable underneath.
Yeah.
If that comes off, you're not getting the hood open unless you cut a hole right here.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I had to make sure because that side doesn't.
Well, he said don't slam the hood.
Yeah.
But I have to slam it to get that side in. That side don't like to go in.
Yeah.
Right. So I have
It's
to.
a Chevy.
It's a Chevy. We'll see you guys later.
All right, brother.
Well, that's good. That's an in-tank pump too, ain't it? Thinking those Turbo 6s were in-tank. Back when they began all the computer junk. Let's see if she does. Smells rich. Oh, I can't wait to get my motor going. Oh, antsy. But like Rob said, don't rush it. Want to make sure everything's right. But I want to hear it run. I want to eat some tires. I think it'll eat a couple tires. All the stuff I looked up when I went to buy all the parts for this motor, it should be quite torquey and horsepower. So, I don't know. I even went and got 4 gallons of premium. I don't run premium in anything, but I'm going to in this one. Ain't no way around it. I think I'm gonna sit down in the office for a minute. Back's hurting. Prop my legs up here. Well, I know Craig's weekend project. What's everybody else's project? Surprised Rusty ain't in here. He's gonna let him know that Ford's still sitting in the same spot. They still don't know who owns it and who parked it there. How's that coming along? You haven't sent me no update pictures lately. '71 XLT Ranger. I just, let's see. What was that? About 74, 75 XLT. When I'd run to get parts earlier, I followed one, looked clean. I'm not much of a Ford guy, but I appreciate all of them. I appreciate all the work that goes into them. Cool. Starting to get back on getting the shop ready for winter. That's not fun. I'm thinking about putting something over that opening going into the showroom to block that off for the winter, because I ain't going to heat that showroom. There's too much glass out there. It'd cost me an arm and a leg just to heat that. I've got 4 heaters in for the shop. No, 1, 2. Yeah, 4 heaters. One's a tube heater. It's going through the paint booth. The other 3 are going to be out in the main shop. Eventually, I'd like to replace 2 more of them. No, I actually got 4 of those hanging heaters. I got a brand new one and then 3 that I took down. I'm going to run all 4 of those and then the tube heater. Eventually, I'd like to replace the old ones with a new one, a little more efficient. You keeping that car, Craig, or are you going to sell that one after you get it done? I'll have to check those out after a bit, buddy. I'm hoping to have a food truck for my open house get-together thing. All of them I've called are busy that weekend. Might be a bring your own food type thing. Or do like I did last time, wait till afterwards to eat, because, man, I was so busy I didn't have time to even get over to the food truck, and I walked past it 20 times. Man, we get so many people walking up and down this road all the time. I come in here to get something the other night. I don't know, about 8 o'clock at night one night. And I pulled in. There was two guys on them electric bicycle things. They're looking at all the windows at the cars. Really? That'd probably be a good battery because I bought two or three of them this year that are already junk. But yet they want everybody doing electric vehicles, right? Yeah, that's going to go over well. Dang, I'm filthy. That's what happens when you rush around welding. I was trying to get something all welded up before I went live, so I worked for about an hour and, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. Oh, if it's an interstate, yeah, you can break them in half and still run them. Yeah, garage doors ain't cheap. I literally rolled a car 6 times in for in, 5.5 times sideways, landing on the roof, in a ditch. The only window that was left was the back glass. Kicked that out to get out of the car. After the tow company towed it to the yard, I went down there the next day, stuck my key in the car, and it fired up. Opened the hood, and the battery was split in half. The little coil things inside was all stretched out. It was an interstate. That sold me on interstates. But it's hard to get them anymore. Rob was trying to get a couple interstates for his diesel. Settled for a Napa. $23,000 for garage doors. Is that with openers and everything? The doors out here, let's see, I got two, 8x8s or 8x9s, two 14x12s, and I'm thinking it was like 30,000 for them, something like that. Yeah, that's another thing you can't get anymore is a good battery charger. I bought one about a year ago. If the battery has 0 charge in it, it will not charge it. It has to have a charge to charge. And I'm like, how does that make sense? If you got a dead battery, you got a dead battery, right? But yeah, it says right on the back of it, has to have a bit of charge to start charging. So what I usually do is I hook my jump box to the battery, hook the charger up, turn it on, then unhook the jump box. It works sometimes, sometimes it don't. That's no openers. Yeah, these were, he said there's a thing on my phone to where I can open individually or all at once. I thought about making a charger. Take an alternator and electric motor, and but I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yep. Really? For the openers is $9,000? Man. Everything's expensive now. I ought to get the Blue Mule out and wash it up. Well, I'm going to have to here in about a week for the cruise in. I didn't even get it out the last cruise in. I come in the shop, and as soon as I got in the shop, people started showing up, so I just hung out here and talked to everybody. That was a good time. There goes another one of them electric bicycles. I don't know about them. Dang, he just rode a wheelie. Well, it's better electric bicycle than an electric car. Seen some people trying to push an electric car the other day because the battery was dead. That was funny. They don't push like a regular car, guys. When they're not running, there's a lot of resistance. I remember when they first come out with the, I don't know, the ones that are electric and gas. Back when I had the tow company, I got called tow one. There ain't nowhere to hook to on them. I ended up putting my tire slings around the tires and dragging it up on the rollback. Took it down to, that was a Honda, I believe. Took it down to the Honda dealer. Had to shake it off the bed of my truck. Yeah, that car was brand new. But highway patrolman wanted it off the interstate. You gotta do what you gotta do. Some days I miss towing, quick cash, but I don't like getting called at 3 o'clock in the morning and go out and impound somebody's car or truck. And now there's so many flipping rules and regulations, it's not worth it. Man, that phone's going nuts tonight. So how many of you are going to watch the members video tomorrow when it drops? I think the only member in here is Gary, right? Yeah. Come on, guys. You guys going to have to jump up there. This project's going to turn some heads when it's done. So far, it's going pretty quick, too. Yeah, his building is pretty good size. I like his building. Taking off, buddy. Have a good evening. We'll catch you on the next one. I'm going to start doing the first Saturday lives again. And come Monday, the premieres start back up, I believe at 8 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, it's starting to get later in the year. I'm going to start doing the premieres in the evenings. In the summertime, I usually work before the sun comes up till it goes down, so I don't have much time to do it. I think 8 p.m. I'll have to look for sure. The video's already up. It should say what time it starts. Now the members video, I'll probably hit upload tomorrow morning before I head to Huber. So once it's uploaded, it'll just go live. Starting to get dark already. Not even 8 o'clock. I'm gonna walk around the shop again. I'm not much on sitting around. I sit around, my back knots up, and I stand in one spot, it does the same thing. Sucks getting old. Yeah, there's a few bubbles in there, Rob. Yeah, they'll be good saturated by the time we're ready to put them back in. I'm going to get a few things done before we go to put it in there. Get a water pump, get it put on, things like that. Yeah, I got to get those gaskets ordered, so they're on their way. What do you think? Call Jermaine for that dipstick? Because dealer part or whatever? That dipstick that I bought should work in Dad's car, right? It should work in his motor. I can't remember if I even got a dipstick in that motor. Yeah, I do. Yep. Oh, well. I guess I got an extra. I really should get that brake press up and running again, too. I got a few projects that I need to get bent up. It usually takes me a couple hours to run out to Dad's and do it and get back, so it'd be nice if I just got that up and running. One of these days, I'm gonna get started on the YouTube studio. We'll start doing lives up there. Yeah, it's a lot brighter over there with it starting to get dark. Definitely needed it. When I come in here at 5 a.m. the other day, about where that purlin is right there, I was standing up there after I turned the air compressor on. I turned around and it was like a wall of black right there. I couldn't see none of that. Speaking of air, I don't remember if I shut it off after I got done doing that welding. And no, I didn't. I made a mess today. I need to clean that up. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting out of here myself. I haven't even been home but maybe 15 minutes today. I come out here at 7:15. Then I went home, picked Tanya up. We went to eat, went back home, got my coffee, and I come back in. Like I said, I'm planning on having a live the first Saturday of every month again. Get back into that. The premieres are going daily. Time dependent, of course. I'm hoping I can get it daily again. And then the members videos, every time I do something, I'm going to drop those. The other channel, which is the pond and landscaping, and the crew cab. Those will come as I do them, which I haven't had much time to work on the pond lately, so. But I'm going to be getting back on this, finish the welding. I got to see how that corner's gusseted in like that. I got to do that to this side yet. Do a little bit more welding up in here and grinding, and the bottom side will be ready. Then I'll roll it back up and make sure, well, nope, I got to do this yet and do this yet. Finish welding this yet. Yeah, there's a little bit left. But once I get that stuff, I'll roll it back over, finish up the stuff on the inside, and then I'm going to get the bed under primer. I want to get under here. I'm just going to undercoat all this in here. When I roll it over, I'll get the whole bed under primer. I'll bed line the floor and fender wells and all that. But the rest of it's going to be body colored. Where's my tailgate? It's over here. I need to finish up some welding on it. What was it that I had to weld? Down in here. And I got to notch this out just a little bit, cup it. And I believe the tailgate will be ready for primer and everything. Once that's all done, then I'm going to put it on a roll-around cart, put it in the impound lot, and get back onto the cab. Get the suspension buttoned up, fine-tune that motor a little bit. Rob. Hey, Rob, you still with me? It just needs a little tinkering. I got it close, but everybody knows I'm not a mechanic. Once I get that ready, hopefully I get the suspension done and pull the cab back off. When that cab's off, I'm going to clean up a few things on the frame that I seen while it was up on the rollback. And when it's ready, we'll have to tune that one up, get it dialed in. Probably flush the transmission again, because remember that transmission had that water in it. That radiator leaked into the transmission lines. That's gonna suck. That was a nasty job with no drain plug. But That's part of it, I guess. I just like doing the body work. I don't like the mechanic part. I do like them after they're done, though. Once they're done, hey, they're great. All right, guys, I think I'm going to jump off here for the night. Go home and relax, stretch my back, probably get me a hot shower for my back. Well, guys, till the next one, have a blessed evening.